I can share with you, people even come to banks of Ganga sometime. Even their mind, after a few minutes, if some noise takes place, their mind goes there, their eyes are open, they start looking each, what is happening? Even taking bath in the Ganga, people are not focused. Their mind really is amazing. To bring focus and center in our mind is only way, surrender. Surrender and leave everything for a few minutes. And it's not that when you have left those things, then they will not come back to you. Just tell them, 15 minutes, please leave me alone. I leave you there, I belong to you, you belong to me. Don't worry, I'll take you back. But please don't bother me for 15 minutes. Talk to them. And leave them alone. And then start a dialogue with the divine. Slowly, gradually, keep the eyes open. Keep trying to see the divine face of the divine. And close slowly, gradually, when you have that picture in your eyes, close your eyes and try to see the divine when the eyes are closed. Few times have this practice on and you will see whether the eyes are closed or open. Wherever you will see that divine picture. If you see somebody paying full attention, somebody going through the market, see in the shopping center, and then you look around, just 2 or 3 times you have seen that person, you have a dream of that person. No? You have a dream of that person. Just mere looking 2 or 3 times, you look around and this goes in. You have a focus there, even you can see that person in your dreams. And if you pay the same attention, same focus to the divine, believe me, not only in your dreams, when you are awake, this stage also, in awakening stage also, all the time that connection will be maintained. That connection will be there, and with that connection you will have the true strength. And this connection is like a broom which sweeps out our home. Prayer also cleans our heart, purifies our heart. When the glass is dusty, you can't see it through. Through the prayer, you every day clean this glass of your heart. When this glass is cleaned, dust is over, you can see the divine also the same way. And prayer helps there. And what to chant in that prayer? As I said earlier, don't worry. Have the faith, and with that faith, if you chant mantra or no mantra, be there, your heart will work. There is a beautiful story of a child. Father took him to the temple. When he came to the temple, everybody was praying, chanting the mantras. Hymns were being chanted. Priest also chanting the beautiful mantras. The innocent boy listening to everything, watching everything, watching the face of the divine. And the time came when the priest said, now there is a time of silent prayer. Everybody closed their eyes. Now the child also closed his eyes. Now he was thinking, what to chant? He said silent prayer. But what to say in that prayer? He said, I don't know anything. And he started having the dialogue in his silent prayer. Oh Lord, I don't know any prayer. I don't know any mantra. I have not learned Sanskrit. And I don't know how to make it the prayer. But I have learned only one thing. As alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And he silently started chanting the prayer. When he started chanting the prayer, saints describe this story in such a beautiful way that God is more happier with that child's prayer. Even there is no mantra, there is no story, God is more happier with that child ABCD because the heart is there. You could see at the child's face the serenity, the calmness, the peace, the surrender, the devotion, the piety, the purity, and that what counts. And this is the fruit of the prayer. That this gives you that faith. It increases your faith, it blossoms your faith when you sang those prayers with sincerity. The fruit of the prayer is faith, and the fruit of the faith is love. And faith can move any mountain. They say it. It's the faith which changes the heart. I have seen when I was in tsunami areas, we were working in the tsunami areas. Everything was taken away by the ocean. The family members, the house, the possessions, whatever prosperity they have, those fishermen, everything was taken. Some of the members were saved. And those people so shattered, so much broken, crying all the time. They were so afraid to even go to the ocean. That ocean was their livelihood. They would go to ocean every day, bring the fish, sell to the people, and that was their livelihood. Tsunami was gone, but the fear was still there. And 13 days went and they were not ready to go to the ocean. And we tried to bring food, we tried to bring clothes and so many things, and tried even one kitchen, then second kitchen, then third kitchen. Then later on we had a kitchen for 30,000 people every day, having 3 meals. But they have to go back to the ocean. How long you can feed them? How long they can depend on others? So our purpose was to how to take them back to the ocean. We talked to them, we explained to them, but they were not ready. One day, the idea came to me, why not take them to the churches? Because the churches were there, they were Christian, they were Hindus, they were Muslims. Why not to take them to their faith centers, where maybe their faith can come back, and then fear will disappear. Faith brings prayer not only brings the faith back, but your culture, your sanskaras, everything comes back, and through that power you start again dealing with the world. Faith increases our love. The fruit of the faith is love. And more faith you have, more devotion you have, more love you have. It increases your love, increases your devotion. And then what is this? It's not the love. Even in the middle of the night, baby cries. Even father is sleeping sometime. But the mother immediately gets up. Even it's at 2 o'clock. Even she had already was up 12 o'clock, then 1 o'clock. Again she is ready to even get ready. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and feeds the baby, takes care of the baby, and then goes to sleep. What is that binds them? Binds the mother to the baby? Only love. That she is ready to serve. She is ready to be there all the time. Same way, if your devotion is there, if your love is there, believe me, God always is there. Doesn't need any frills, doesn't need any makeup even, no degrees, no certificate, nothing. Sometimes people think maybe if we have this, then only God will be happy with us. If we give big donation to the temple, then only God will be happy to us. Believe me, you need temple. You are lucky, you are fortunate that you have given this opportunity to build a temple. Even the birds can make their own nest. But you have given this opportunity to make the temple of the divine. We would go to temple from the childhood. Already, it is always custom that we would go to the temple, but this is God's kripa, grace, that He gave you this opportunity to build His temple.